I get the bag and flip it and tumble it. Car came with a slugger. Then I made the bitch.
What the fuck is up, guys? All right. First off, this video, we're gonna be doing a little Exile kind of unboxing video. We're just gonna say unboxing, even though we already Oh my god.
We're not gonna talk. We'll talk about it later. We'll talk about it. We'll talk.
So in this video though, we're gonna be talking a lot about like the construction. So basically, if you design your whole Exile board, we'll pretty much go through like step by step what we chose. We called Exile a bunch of times, so we're gonna talk about like what they recommend. First things first, we have our construction.
So for construction, so we're new to skimboarding, and there was the EXO or the EX1. But honestly, for the extra money to go with the double carbon, we decided we might as well go in with the bang. So we went in with the double carbon. It is what it is, and hopefully it's gonna pay off in the long run.
so basically we looked at it and we're just like, okay, so what is the point of like the double carbon, or like should we go like there's like the different kinds of boards, like the X2, X1, all this other stuff. They all pretty much have their different purposes, but pretty much what we heard in that, shout out to Exile though, because we called them a shit ton of times, so sorry for bothering you guys, but they did hook us up with some shirts, surprisingly. So
shout out Frankie.
Yeah, but construction wise though, we did choose a double carbon. I believe the double carbon is like what, somewhere between like about $90 extra.
That's what it said on the site. It's like $90 plus.
But they really pushed us getting the double carbon board for a few different reasons. One being it's the most lightweight and it's the most sturdiest, so it'll last you for a long time. And if you definitely feel like maybe you're like your sand in your area, or your beaches are like more rough, then definitely the double carbon fiber is the way to go. It's going to be more sturdy and more lightweight, so that's the main purpose for that. So yeah, construction wise, we did choose, we both chose our double carbon boards. So we just said, fuck it, pay the extra $90 because we're already putting $400 in. $450 into this or whatever the hell. We might as well spend another $90. Fucking doesn't hurt, whatever. Just another day's pay. But but going into shape wise though,
we ended up picking the Hornet shape. And the point of the Hornet shape, so we were either deciding between the hybrid shape or the Hornet shape. So the hybrid shape is a little bit more wider, so it does have that more like you're gonna be able to travel farther on the water. But the Hornet is a little bit more thinner on the top, so it's and also the bottom, so then you can have that more that sturdiness, or you're gonna have to cut.
Yeah, so pretty much there's different types of board styles. So we have like the Hornet, hybrid shape as well.
Ooh, the Blaracuda did look
the Blaracuda.
Cool. Maybe next time. Maybe next time.
Maybe next time. Maybe next time Exile could sponsor us though. Maybe send us a Blair board so we can do a review on that if this one does good. And then we could test that one out, see our thoughts on that one as well, and then we'll do another video on that one though. But going into the shape wise though, hybrid wise shape, I know if you're like more of a beginner, intermediate, starter, a lot of people like the hybrid. That's one of the most common ones. Hybrid's really good. That's like your normal style board, so you're able to get out there good and turn decently well. I know like the pro shape wise, now the thing is with the pro shape, it's very easy to maneuver versus other styles, so it's easier to maneuver for the pro style. However, the weight for it to get out is a lot harder. You'll definitely have to run a lot faster, definitely be a pro. But going through, yeah, so we did choose a Hornet wise. A lot of people there, they use the Hornet style, so they highly recommended choosing the Hornet style over the hybrid. So we were like, okay, fuck it, we don't know much about skimboarding. Keep in mind, this whole video, I'd say about 90% of it we decently know. The other 10% is kind of just fucking out there. So don't
going off what we've heard.
So yeah, so don't quote us on everything though. But if you guys do have like help or other suggestions or what you guys think,
leave it down in the comment section.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, we did choose the fucking Hornet style. They said they say it's a little bit better than the hybrid shape. They say it's a lot more easy to go on out there as well.
The responsiveness.
Exactly.
Responsiveness,
responsiveness, a huge thing with this one too. So we were like, oh, okay, fuck it, we're gonna get this one, all right?
So next part in the customization would be the thickness. So again, from Exile, they said the best would be the 3/4 tapered to 5/8. So
this is like for like beginning too. Like if you're like starting out beginning too, obviously you're gonna have different preferences. If you've been doing this for a while versus if you're new to like us though. But the most standard ones a lot of people go with though would be like the tapered one.
So again, from what I believe, it's 3/4 in the back, and then it's tapered to the 5/8 in the front.
Or the other way around, you know? We're not fucking geniuses here.
Yeah,
we just fucking, we
that's
like to
what we
swim,
heard.
okay?
Okay.
We're not fucking geniuses. Don't quote us on shit. We just like to swim, though. And some part of this board is 3/4 tapered to 5/8, okay? And because a lot of the pro styles are like the skinnier ones. So they don't really need a lot of like fucking buoyancy because they're already fast as fuck. They know what the fuck we're doing. We don't know what we're doing, so we got the taper ones. That's basically what it is. Going along with that as well, though, the thinner it is on the board size, then the less buoyant it would be. The less it's harder to keep yourself on top of the board afloat more versus the other ones, though. But you're gonna sacrifice that for like your movement. So how well you could turn, how well you could wrap onto that stuff. So that all kind of plays into play what you're comfortable with and like what you're good with.
So yeah, deck options.
All right, for deck options, that kind of confuses us. This still may be confusing though. Let's see. I know there was an option that said like what deck channels, something like that. So basically, what deck channels are, we did not go with this, but from hearing what the people at Exile, what they said was, what the deck channels are, it's kind of like a little groove on like the side here. You might be able to kind of like see a little something like as if it was outlined here, but it's basically like when you're holding your board, if you're comfortable with it, like if you hold it like this, for example, probably your thumb would be able to like sit like in it. That may be comfortable for you, but we were like, honestly, do we really need that and spend another $20 though?
It's an extra charge, so.
Yeah, we live in fucking California. Fucking, we gotta pay for shit anyways. We did choose the flat one. That's kind of like the standard one, obviously.
Yeah, no extra charge.
Those, besides the standard, we had like the standard, and then the Sam one. Obviously, those really just depend on like what kind of like skimmer you are. I don't think you would really like know what type of board style you would prefer, or like what kind of way you would want your board to be kind of be designed, unless you like been skimming already. We're gonna go off. If you know what you're doing already, do the board that you want to choose. We're not gonna tell you which one's better. You want to talk about our textured finish?
Yeah, so for sure. So this part we were kind of confused about because like we wanted to have like sick looking boards, but then at the same time we wanted it to be the most efficient, right? So after talking with Exile, we decided we'd go with textured finish. So I think there was NT, which stands for non-textured.
Yeah, it's the non-textured one. So basically for the textured finish though, it's kind of hard to see on the camera though, but it's like what your board's gonna be on top. Now, a lot of people recommend getting the textured finish because that's what
it says like it's most fast and it's durable.
Yeah, that's what a lot of like the pro writers recommend using on the top. Nevertheless, though, in the end, if you decide to put pads on it, like we're gonna be doing very soon here, when you put pads on it, be prepared though to like sand it.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
So the reason with the textured, it's got these little bumps in it. So with these little bumps, when you're gonna apply like traction pads, they need to be taken out or else your pads aren't gonna be able to stick to them. So a lot of I believe the EXO, those come glossy. And if your board does come glossy, you don't need to sand your board down. They did recommend definitely going with the textured, sand it down, put that acid on it, and then you're gonna be able to stick your pads on. And the reason for that is because the boards come with this finishing wax, and you don't want that finishing wax because that's what causes the pads to not stick onto the board that good. So definitely, personally, textured. Our colors and stuff, like the color options and stuff.
Yeah. So we'll kind of talk about my boy Kenny's board here first. So for customizing wise, there's a spot that says, if you want to be more specific for what you want on your board, type all this in here. Now, we highly recommend. No offense to them, but we highly recommend just be very detailed with like what you're saying.
Did you write a paragraph?
What you're writing down. I wrote down a pretty big paragraph though, and there's still like a couple of things that like I would have preferred though, but nonetheless though, it's still a really good board.
No doubt.
Yeah, so quality wise, definitely it's A+ effort there though. But once again, just be a little bit more specific what you're saying, and maybe give them a call on us a couple times. That may be kind of annoying though.
Definitely.
Sorry, Exile. For that, though.
Definitely though, like. So, I got a crown logo, and like you can see on Malachi's board, I believe he got the vanilla. I believe this is vanilla, don't quote me. Let's see if you can see it a little better. So it's a vanilla, and then he also got a crown too. So again, like you can customize, like you just tell Exile exactly what you want. They'll pretty much do it for you, like as much as you want. Have we even showed our back of our boards yet?
No,
I don't think we should. Yeah, we should probably show
well, this
back.
board's mine.
Yeah, this is Malachi's board.
So, yeah, the boy Kenny here, he went more with like kind of like a spacious
Like a space theme.
Now, going back to what we said about writing a paragraph, really, when Kenny made his request, he didn't really write a whole bunch. He was just like, oh, kind of do like a galaxy thing in the back.
You also should post a picture. Like, post a picture exactly what you wanted. Like, they did a great job. Like, this is overall exactly, like, what I wanted. Like, I wanted, like, a space theme with some purple, some white in there. But again, like...
You get what you explain.
You get what you explain. Like, I personally, I should have asked, like, oh, could I get a little bit more purple? Because, like, I think it would have looked a lot cooler with more purple. And then, yeah, but I think Malachi's back looks, like, insane. Like, he told him exactly what he wanted. He wrote a paragraph. He sent the picture. And yeah, so
yeah. Even if your paragraph takes you like 20 minutes or something like that, like how it took me though, it's definitely worth it. Especially if you're gonna spend for the double. Especially if you're gonna spend money for the double carbon board though, definitely take that 20 minutes time to write out exactly what you want, so they can try to perfect it as best as they can. But going through the paragraph though, so. If you're wondering why the board looks like this with different splatters like this, you want to touch up a little bit about why it's like this.
So, at first, I sent a picture. You know, personally, again, this is probably my fault. I wasn't specific enough. I basically sent a picture that had like 4 spots like this, right?
Yeah, I'll put a picture up right here.
You'll put a picture up. Here it is. Okay, so basically, I wanted one of like these blown up on the entire board. So again, my fault. I probably should have like specified. So they did little scribbles, but it is honestly, when I put the pads on, it's gonna look sick though, because it's gonna just look like normal.
Our fucking lighting.
Oh shit. Oh, again, yeah, we got the OG tail pad and traction pads.
Yeah, so like if you're putting our boards here and shit, yeah, you're holding it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so if you put it, honestly, it won't look too bad though. You know, if we're putting our fucking pads up like this. And it sits like this, you can't even really tell.
Yeah.
About the front. That being said, though, the front wise, yes, they can customize the front though, but honestly, in the end, especially if you're gonna put pads on the back and the front,
it's gonna take up a decent amount of space anyway.
Yeah.
Also, like one thing we didn't really talk about is like the height. Also, like the height. People like there's this like what is it? Rule of thumb. Like, oh, your board should hit your nipple line. So with mine, I ordered a small medium. It's a little bit past my nipple line, a little bit. It's a little bit past my nipple line, but
I don't think they can see the nipples. I think you have to take the shirt off. So my board size though. So would you get the small?
I got the small medium.
All right, fuck. So I got the medium, the large though. So pretty much for mine, it lines up with mine perfectly though. With his though,
a little bit past.
It could be a little bit smaller though, but honestly, in the end, that's not a bad thing though too, because that's just gonna end up meaning that his board's gonna be a little bit more buoyant, so that's gonna help. That's gonna benefit him to getting out to the wave more.
Definitely, and I weigh around 150, and then how much do you weigh?
Like 170.
170. So I also wanted to get a board that like if I grow a little bit more, you know. So my board is 120 to 175, I believe, and I'm around 150. So there's definitely, if I lose some weight, if I gain some weight, I'm not going to be growing out of my board, definitely.
Yeah, so get the double carbon fiber board, because that'll last you throughout that whole weight, pretty much. Like,
definitely.
Pretty much forever, honestly.
By
the way, Merry Christmas, guys. Happy New Year. Hope you guys are doing fucking great. Should we talk a little bit of like what honestly we think Exile should do more?
Ooh, I do. Okay. So when we were customizing some things we think Exile should have done is like, so you know, like when you order something online, like if it's custom, they'll have like a little picture. This boy almost fell. They should have like a little picture like that blows up, like it kind of. So if I was like,
all right, that's not a good idea.
So like, say if I wanted a straight black board or something like that, right? There should be a little picture icon that like follows through. Oh, I want a crown logo, right? Because you can't tell what the logos are, right? Like I had to go call and say, what is. He had to call, what's the Manila logo look like? Oh, what's the crown logo look like? So definitely they should have something on the side, like with the logos for sure, like to tell us what their logos look like. I know it's different for everybody because these are all custom for yourself, right? But like if I was like, what would a splatter look like on it? Like, and you click splatter, it'd be like blown up picture of like a splatter on the board, for instance.
Yeah, kind of like. You know, I'm sure everyone's played the fucking Wii. If you played the Wii, you know, you make your Wii character or whatever the hell it's called. You can kind of see like, okay, obviously I'm changing the hairstyle on this guy. How is that gonna look?
Exactly.
And it kind of shows like that. I think that would be really dope. Exile fucking sponsor us, low key. That could be a great designer. We could be great designers on what your future boards could look like, what your website could look like. That we feel like could really like benefit your boards though. But like honestly, like I'm just saying everything that you pick would be cool to like see it on the board. You know, the board shape is different from a hybrid versus a pro shape, which would be kind of cool. Or if you put colors on it, so you always say I want gray on the top. So your board should look gray on the top though. I mean, I think that's a pretty cool idea. There was a board design that I scrolled through that I saw that I liked, and I was like, oh, you know, this is cool. Can you do something very similar to this? So they did something very similar to that too. But nonetheless, that does not defeat the purpose of it being a great board and like the quality.
Yeah, exactly. But also, like, it'd be really cool if they could send you like progress pictures like throughout your process. You know, like I don't know if it's possible because it's like I know like it's
sure
custom for yourself. That is a lot of work.
That is
but
a lot
like
of work, though.
you definitely like you would make your customers like pretty happy because they're getting exactly what they want. You know, I don't know if it's possible, but it would be sick though.
Yeah, put us on the design team, man. We got you. We're your fucking photographers. Whatever the hell. Yeah, that's pretty much it. You have anything else to add?
Customizing's all cool and stuff, but at the end of the day, if we ain't like reaching waves, then what's the point?
Yeah. Yeah, that's a big thing too. If you go on Amazon or some shit, we tried out some other board. What was it? What kind of board was that?
FedMax.
Oh my goodness, FedMax board. 10 out of 10, do not recommend. Let me tell you, that board, honestly, complete shit. We definitely were not able to reach the waves. Maybe, honestly, it was definitely a mix. It was definitely a mix of us not doing good. Because we've seen other people, fucking Blair, whatever the hell, riding out on wooden boards, dude. Wooden boards, that's pretty fucking skilled. So maybe a lot of it, it's like we're not skilled enough right now. But definitely recommend the Exile board though, so you can definitely get that experience, especially if you're starting off though. I mean, if you're gonna start somewhere and already spend like boards itself, you're already gonna spend over $100.
Yep, that's true.
Might
as well go for a bang if you're gonna do it anyway.
Get the Versace of all boards.
The Versace.
Okay?
Yeah.
That's basically what it is. But other than that though, I hope this video did help you guys a lot with customizing your board. If you can, please leave a like, subscribe if you guys are new. I believe after this we're gonna do a little bit of a sanding tutorial type thing though. We did a lot of research on that too, so we're gonna try out definitely on his board first on how to sand and shit.
Again, leave a comment if you have any questions.
Yeah, if you guys have feedback too, it'll be great. Leave them in the comment section, so if other people ask questions, maybe you guys ask questions, we'll try to get back to you on knowledge we know. Maybe we missed something or something like that though. But nonetheless though, thank you for guys watching this video, guys. As always, I hope you guys enjoyed. Peace.